Catching cheaters and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Natalie's suspicious that her husband is cheating, and he's been acting kind of funny lately. This is a very common thing, Natalie, that we hear from people who are suspicious and then find out that their spouse is cheating, that they start acting differently. And what are some of the things that he's been doing?
He's just totally pulled back.
Pulled back from you?
Pulled back from me, pulled back from affection, from sex.
And you said that he's not only acting differently towards you, but you said he's acting differently towards family and friends?
He was very close with my dad and brother, and now their relationship is almost non-existent.
Have you addressed that with him? Like, have you made it obvious that it's very apparent that these things are happening?
I've let him know here and there, and he's just kind of blown it off.
Okay.
Now, something happened that was interesting recently with his workers or his coworkers.
He came home late last week. He said he was going out to dinner with a big group of coworkers. And when he got home, I was like, "How was it?" And he said, "Oh, it was fine. We were all just hanging out. We all went to dinner." And then a friend of mine's husband said that he saw my husband out to dinner that night, and he was just with one woman, one person.
Oh, God.
And he didn't just see him in passing. He saw him out with just a person, one person?
One person, one redheaded lady in a fancy dress, he said.
Did you say anything to him?
I mean, what do I say? Like, I know he lied. Am I going to confront him about the lie? I don't know what to do.
Okay, so this is your test then to see what happens with War of the Roses.
Do you know who that could be, by the way? Like, do you guys have...
Does he have a coworker?
I mean, yes, he has coworkers, but I don't know of any of them having red hair.
Yeah, that's very
I don't
distinguishing.
have a good friend with red hair, so I don't know who this person could be.
All right, we're going to do War of the Roses. I'm saddened to hear all the stuff that he's doing, because it kind of is an indication that there is something going on. I don't know what it could be. And I also know that you guys have kids, so we're hoping that the flowers go to Natalie. Hang on the phone, okay?
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Jack.
Yeah, this is Jack.
Hey, Jack, my name is Nicole, and I'm calling from a new online floral company called rosesbloom.com with an offer for some free flowers. If you have less than 30 seconds to answer 2 quick survey questions for me, we're going to give you a dozen long-stemmed red roses that could be shipped out as early as today. And I'm not going to ask you for your credit card information or any other personal information like that. It's strictly just free flowers, and we're hoping that you choose us in the future.
No credit card info?
Nothing. Nope. I'm just going to ask you for address information for the person you want to send them to, and that's it.
Sure.
Okay, have you purchased flowers in the last 6 months, Jack?
No.
Do you plan on purchasing flowers in the next 6 months?
No.
Okay. As a thank you for participating in that rosesbloom.com survey, I'm now authorized to provide you with that bouquet. And again, it's a dozen long-stemmed red roses, just so you know what the recipient will be getting. And let's start off with a first name, and if you could spell a last name for me of who these are going to go to.
Yeah, let's send them to Cat. D-U-S-T.
Okay. And Jack, I'm actually going to create a profile for you on here. I know you said you're not really in a flowers order, but in the event that you do, what is your relationship to Kat? I'm listing her on here.
She's my friend, my,
Okay.
person that I'm having things with.
Okay. So just friend on here? I just want to make sure because the card, like, is it a romantic friend or it's just?
Yeah,
It's
no,
gonna
I mean,
Okay.
yes, I'm not going to send roses to just a random person.
Okay. I'm just making sure. You never know. And then Jack, we can also include a message on that card with the flowers. And what did you want that to say?
Missing you, Jack.
Okay. And I also am obligated to tell you that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I guess. But you're already recording, so whatever.
Okay.
And Jack, I'm going to jump on here so we can get to more calls, and then I'll get the phone number and send those flowers out. I need to also inform you of one last thing. While we've been talking to you on the phone and getting information of where you'd like to send the flowers, your wife, Natalie, has been listening in and just heard you send flowers to another woman. I mean, just the stuff that he said alone. You can try to get him back on. Natalie, is that a name that you are familiar with or have ever heard?
No.
So it's not something that has ever been brought up or you've ever seen in messages or...
Not at all. Total shock.
And how long have you said that things have been different between you guys?
It's been like 2 months.
It seems like more than a 2-month type of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have you hang on the phone for a second, and we're going to come right back, and we'll try to get him back on the phone with us and see if he's got the guts to come back on the air with us, all right?
This is the home of War of the Roses.
I absolutely love it.
Mojo in the morning.
All right, just a quick update. So Jack, not wanting to come on the air with us, but has a text explanation that was sent in to us. And the text explanation is that he is not cheating. He just has a very good friend. That very good friend is somebody who has been in his life for a while. And that he was intending on having a conversation with his wife about that. There is nothing inappropriate going on between the two of us.
Yet, when I asked him what kind of relationship it was,
Right.
that's not what he said.
I know. So very interesting out in public. And actually, and you think about this for a second. If Natalie's friend's husband doesn't see this happening, guess who is in the free and clear on this? You know, you think about that. It's timing. I mean, he's out and about. He's telling, his wife he's at some work thing, okay? He's out and about flaunting this girl that, listen, we only know what the words that he said when Shannon asked him about sending the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And we also only know, what, friends are seeing in public, but we don't know any of the other stuff, but we obviously can kind of read into it. It's pretty bold. The service industry loves to spout off. We actually asked, and you can actually comment on this too. It's still up on our Instagram and Facebook. We said, if you're in the service industry, have you ever waited on someone that you knew was cheating on their spouse? Like you could sense that they're cheating on their spouse.
Or maybe you've seen them come into your place of business with the spouse and then they come in with somebody different and you're like, wait a second.
And they're on the phone with us right now talking. So 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 or text 95500. Amanda?
Hi.
How are you? You actually say that this has happened to you.
Yes. So I worked in a pub restaurant in college, and one of our regulars who came in very often was sitting at the bar one night with this girl, and he had come in before, but it was just like casual. But this night, like, we could tell there was something going on. They had been like drinking for a while, and it was a really slow night. So me and the bartender were like really trying to figure out what was going on. And then all of a sudden, his wife just storms into the restaurant, starts screaming about him cheating, calling him a dirtbag, how they ruined the family, the kids. It was high-quality entertainment.
I like it. It was high-quality
And
entertainment.
what did he do when his wife walked in?
He was like a deer in headlights, and he was like, "No, that's not what it's like." But me and the bartender were like, "I mean, yeah, it was."
It was pretty obvious.
Wow.
Yeah.
All night.
What-
Yeah.
Did they stay and enjoy their meal, or did everybody get up and leave and walk out?
They didn't really get a meal. They had just been like drinking all night. I think he was more embarrassed because he was like a regular, so we all like really knew him.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me, Amanda, is that these guys are willing to bring them to their regular spot.
Right. Where people see them all the time
Yeah.
with one person, and then they're there with somebody
And-
different. It's obvious.
And your spouse knows where you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Wow. Pam, what's happening? How you doing?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning. Did you catch somebody red-handed?
I did, yes. Well, your caller, he claimed that it was their anniversary, and that's why he was sending the flowers.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah,
that was it.
And that's what Shannon was talking about. Oh, you're referring back to that. I thought you were calling up with a story yourself, but you're right.
Oh.
No, you're one of our listener sleuths. You're one of the people that has the investigative ears and listens intently to everything. I think that's smart.
I do.
Yeah.
Great. Every morning. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Love you guys.
We love you. Voice Disguise alias Whitney here. Hi, Whitney.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're talking about when you bust somebody and you know that they're cheating because you can kind of just tell, right? You're out in public and you can tell.
Well, it's pretty obvious for me, and that's why I'm being voice disguised. My boss is currently cheating on his wife. I'm a front desk receptionist for a law office. So I take the calls. I take when when guests come in, I have to call and page him and let him know. He has his wife come in for lunch every Wednesday. That's like their romantic thing. But the other days of the week, it's another woman. And he has me screen his calls if she comes in, or if she calls. But it's just listening to this War of the Roses because she just recently asked me, is anything weird going on in the office because he's acting funny at home.
Oh, no.
And it just made me think, of course, I don't want to be in the middle of it, so I'm not saying anything, but it's just kind of like this War of the Roses thing where guys deny, but I feel like a lot of times it's common sense.
Yeah.
You know when something's different in your relationship.
Who do you show loyalty to, the wife or the mistress?
Okay, so since I'm voice disguised, I can tell the truth. I plan on resigning soon, so I'm going to tell the wife.
Yeah.
I'm all for women.
Good.
Yeah.
And you got a job already lined up?
Yep, I put my 2 weeks in next week, and that's when I'm going to tell her.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for the call. Good for you standing up.
No problem.
That's the thing that these idiots don't realize is that not everybody's going to be loyal to them. A couple of DMs that came in last night. Mojo, listen to you guys all the time. War of the Roses is my favorite. I'm a waitress at a very high-end steak restaurant in Troy, and I have numerous times waited on people who brought in multiple women only to have, on the weekends or big festive occasions like Easter, the family come in.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed right away that the wife was not one of the people that would come in for the occasions.
Listen to this text. I caught my best friend's wife kissing another guy at the restaurant I work at and took video footage for him.
Wow. Yeah. And that's the thing.
A lot of them like
I
that.
kind of wish that Natalie's friend's husband would have gotten some kind of a video or something.
A photo
of
or
that.
something.
Yeah. War of the Roses here on the Mojo in the Morning Show.
This is the home of War of the Roses.
We love Mojo in the morning.
Mojo in the Morning.